Hey everybody, and welcome to the channel. It is a Wednesday, October 23rd, as I'm recording the audio right now. This is part one of a rip into 2023-2024 Upper Deck Extended Series hockey. Obviously, hockey season starting. Um, can't wait. It should be a great season. Hopefully, we'll pull a little Kirill the Thrill, the Canadian kid, Connor Bedard. Let's get into it. Look at that beautiful box. Little fresh box, upper deck, extended series, details. So I bought this from Midwest Cards. It says 119 on here, but I think I paid about 130. Shipping was fast, got here on time, no complaints. Great product, great service. What's in the box? So you get 12 cards per pack, 12 packs per box, rookie cards, numbered cards. Obviously, we're here for the young guns. There's canvas cards, other parallels, inserts, forcing red cards, 6 silver skates, black diamond cards, wild cards. And obviously, here's a list of the autos. Feel free to pause. But hey, there's our boy, Connor Bedard, on there. Also, a shout out to Dustin Wolf, Tandy for the Flames. Uh, so as you noticed here, I do voiceover recording. I got a busy house here, so I do all the filming with without sound, and then when the house is quiet here, I record the voiceover. So bear with me here. Let's rip into our first pack. Let's see what we got here. And one thing I noticed after recording the video is that I have to work on some of the angles and the imaging. And oh look, you already saw a sneak peek of it, but I'm hiding the card anyways. So let's see who we got here. And we'll All right, let's pause this for a second. So one of the things I like to do with my videos is provide a little bit more information, A, on the player, and B, on the card. Obviously this will change depending on the year, the sport. Obviously you can see here at the top that Tanner Pearson here is on the third line. Obviously, with football, that wouldn't be what we'd use. But let's get into it. So on the top left, I provide a little bio, basically where they're from, weight, age, what they shoot, where they drafted, and for all the hockey, to the right of the bio or the picture there is uh, what line they're on, so you can see the position. So like left wing, if they started second or third line. Tanner's on the third line here. Then I provide their Yahoo Fantasy rank for last year. So Tanner was rated 89th amongst all left wings in the NHL. And then on the bottom left, I have for each pack, I have the ID or the card number on the back of the card, the player, the type of card. So this is obviously a base card, and then the value is $1. This is just based off eBay comps. This can vary dramatically, so kind of take it with a grain of salt. In the top right is a running total, and then I do the pack odds. So basically, this is the base set kind of checklist. Nothing special about this card, but basically, as we kind of work through the packs in the deck, we'll come to play to this or check this quite a bit. And then on the right, I have some historical Yahoo Fantasy points. So, and then I also note if they're traded or injured. So basically, Tanner was in Vancouver, then got traded to Montreal, and then he got traded to the Vegas Knights. The card itself is what he was at Montreal, but he signed a 1-year contract for Vegas. So yeah, living the dream out there in Vegas, playing hockey. All right, and so for I probably won't go into this much detail for each card. I'll keep it really high level, but I just wanted to provide an overview here for the first one. So please let me know what you think of that deep dive. You can leave it in the comments. A little different than other channels. But let's get to the next card here. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Utah does this year, and how that community responds to hockey and having a hockey team. I hope it goes well for them. Third card we got here is Blake Coleman out of Plano, Texas. He spent the past 4 years now with Calgary. Prior to that, he was with Tampa Bay, and he did win 2 cups in 2019 and 2020. So the man has some rings on his finger. He's on the second line right now for right wing. Obviously, a base card. We're creeping up to $4.64, making money. And he was ranked 41st amongst centers last year in fantasy. We'll be getting into the hit cards here soon, which is fun. Upper Deck's got 3 of them. Little good variety, a lot of different options. Let's see who we got next here on the docket. Fourth card. All right, we got Troy Terry out of Denver, Colorado. He's on the third line right now as a right wing for the Anaheim Ducks. He's been playing for them since 2017, so he's got some longevity going on there. Another base card, getting to the hits here soon. $1.46 on the eBay comps. He was ranked 29th last year in fantasy points for all right wings. Yeah, so just want to add that the extended series adds these all-star variation base cards. So you'll see a few of them pop up throughout all these different openings. I do think that's kind of a cool addition. All right, fifth card here, we got Anthony Duclair out of Pointe Claire, Quebec, Canada. He is a starter as the left wing for the Anaheim or New York Islanders last year. He was skating for Tampa Bay. He's hopped around to quite a few teams in the league here. He was ranked 48th amongst left wings last year according to Yahoo Fantasy Points. Base card as well. So yeah, he was traded to the Islanders. So it will look different than this year than what was on his card last year. I do like the photo of this card though, of him hitting the ice. Obviously, before the game, coming to the Shark, you see the lights in the background. I think that's a pretty cool look for a base card. And that's one thing that Upper Deck does, is they do have some really good shots. All right, so we're getting into the hit card. All right, we got our 6th card here. We're finally getting into the hits. It is no Connor Bedard, but it is Devon Toews out of British Columbia, Canada, starting left defenseman for Colorado. He did win the cup in 2021-22 season. He was ranked 20th last year amongst defensemen. So this is the part of the 2007-8 Black Diamond Retro Checklist. It is not one of the Ruby Parallels, but it is the 1-star version. So this is 1 pack out of 29 in Hobby. You get a hit of this card. The star system will work its all the way up to 4 stars, I believe. So this is on the lower end of that, and it has a $1.50 value for comparable or for eBay comps. So yeah, the Black Diamonds are pretty rare. Obviously not numbered, but 1 in 29 hobby packs. So you don't come by these every day. And I think, what was it on the checklist? So it is 2. You get 2 of these per hobby box. So this is our 1 of 2. Obviously, 1 more left to go. Not a bad player to get on that for a hit card of 1 or 2. Oh, I think we're getting into our young gun here. All right, our second hit card here is William Dufour out of Quebec City, Quebec, Canada. We literally got a guy who played 1 game last year. It is a young gun, part of the Upper Deck Retro Checklist. 1 out of 10 hobby. It is not one of the parallels, but not ideal to get a young gun of a guy who's not even in the league. Wasn't in the top 100. He's inactive right now. He played 1 game January 18th of 2023 versus Boston last year. So hopefully we got to step up these hits here. Yeah, and all due respect to the player, obviously anybody that can say that they're on a card and play in the NHL in any capacity that's a phenomenal achievement. Majority of people obviously can't get to that level. Just from a collectability standpoint, you want somebody who's from a young gun that's obviously playing and is making a name for themselves just for the value of the card. All right, so we're getting into our next and last hit here. I love the look of these cards. All right, our last hit here is Logan Couture. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Out of Ontario, Canada. I need to put these hit cards at the end though, so y'all keep watching these videos. But he was a third string center. He's currently inactive to injury. He's been with San Jose since 2009, so he's had a good run in the league. Now this is an insert. It is one of the UD canvases. It is 1 out of 3.5 hobby packs. It's not one of the parallels, but it is a sick card. I love these. It's just the feel. It's an awesome card. I'm a big fan of this one. And there are 4 of these UD canvas cards that you'll get in every hobby box. So this is one of 4. I could see myself buying just some of these canvas cards of my favorite players on eBay or collects or something like that. I really like the style and look of those. Excited to see what other ones we'll get here. All right, back to the base cards here. Got a couple left to go in our first pack. We got Tyler Myers here out of Houston, Texas. The man is 6'8", 229 pounds. He's one of the tallest players in NHL history from Houston, Texas. Big boy. Man, 6'8" guy from Texas playing hockey. Wonder if the basketball coach back in the day told him to lace up some shoes and go shoot the ball around. Interesting choice, but man, he's been in the league since 2009, putting in work. He's injured right now, right defenseman, playing for Vancouver. He was ranked 57th in defenseman last year for fantasy points. He did win the Calder Trophy in 2009, so his rookie year, that's a trophy for the most proficient rookie in the NHL, so the man's got some juice. He's got game. This card does have the throwback jerseys as well, the OG Vancouver uniforms from the Pavel Bure days. Our 10th card here is Anthony B. out of Quebec, Canada. Now he's a starting left wing for the Pittsburgh Penguins. He's going to be on the same line as Crosby. So that should give him some more exposure here, potentially maybe a boost in card value. I don't know. He was traded from Nashville. So he's got the Nashville jersey on his card, but he's not skating with them this year. He's on the starting left wing for Pittsburgh. He was ranked 82 amongst left wings last year in Yahoo Fantasy. Quick correction, his jersey is obviously of the Blackhawks. He was traded from the Blackhawks to Nashville. Actually started the year as a Canuck for Vancouver. 11th card here, we got Sean Durzi out of Ontario, Canada. He is the starting right defenseman this year for the Utah Hockey Club, formerly Arizona Coyotes. It is a base card here at about $1 for eBay comps. Yeah, so Utah said that they're going to be the Utah Hockey Club kind of name and logo they have for this season, and then change it going into next season with obviously a new name and logo. Be interesting to see what they pick. Leave your comments or guesses in the chat and the video below and let me know what you think. All right, last card of pack 1 is Adam Ruzicka from Bratislava, Slovakia. He is not active in the league right now, not skating for anybody. He wasn't in the top 100 of players that centers last year for Yahoo Fantasy Points. He was with Calgary for 3 years and then was traded to Arizona. And yeah, not skating for anybody right now. So to round it up, about $15.30 running total for pack one. And let's get to pack two. Yeah, so that 1530 total is just based off the eBay comps. Just as a reminder, there's 12 packs per box. I paid about 130, so it's about $10 and some change per pack. So it'd be awesome if you could break even off every pack, but in total it'd be a little over $5 in profit off that. Don't know if any of those cards in pack one were super highly sought after, but hey, if somebody always needs something for their collection. All right, first card out of pack two, we have Trevor Lewis out of Salt Lake City, Utah. He is a third line right wing. The man has been in the league since 2008, so he's on a good run. He did win the cup with the Kings in 2011 and 2013. Was not in the top 100 for Yahoo Fantasy Points, but he still did play in 82 games last season, so he was out there, had some production and ice time. Getting the next card. Second card out of pack two. This is going to be a quick one. Is Jani Hakanpää from Finland. He's been in the league, was in the league from 2019 to 2023. He's inactive right now, was not in the top 100. His last game was against the Anaheim Ducks on March 8th, 2024. Being inactive, though, he is 6'7", 225. So he's got a good-sized kid there. Who knows? Maybe we'll pop back in. Somebody will pick him up off waiver or playing somewhere. But yeah, good-sized defenseman, definitely. All right, third card, pack two, is Adam Fox out of Jericho, New York. He's the assistant captain and right defenseman. He's a starter for the New York Rangers, been playing for them since 2019. So the man is from the New York area, and he's playing for the Rangers. How cool is that? I think that's awesome. Last year, he was 10th amongst defensemen in Yahoo Fantasy Points. So the guy can obviously play some hockey. And in 2020, he won the James Norris Memorial Trophy for best defenseman. So definitely a keeper here. $2 base card. Hopefully we get a guy to follow. Maybe get some hits from here. We'll see. This is another one of those all-star game base variations. So he's rocking the NHL all-star unis. I do like the look. I think the white gloves are pretty fire. I would rock those. All right, fourth card, pack two. Hockey is in this man's blood. It is in his genes. He is the son of longtime power forward Keith Tkachuk. It is Brady Tkachuk, 6'4", 225 from Scottsdale, Arizona. He is the captain for the Ottawa Senators. Man's a beast. He was ranked 6th amongst left wings last year for Yahoo Fantasy Points. Spent his whole career with Ottawa, and he is obviously a starter. Many accolades for this guy. Been in the All-Star Game 2020, 2022, 2023, 2024. Obviously, his card has got the All-Star look going to it. But man is definitely a beast. Hopefully we get some hits from him. Definitely a keeper. Yeah, collectible player. He is wearing the All-Star unis at the game. He's got like the big smile going too in his photo there, putting his hand up. Little celebration. But yeah, highly collectible player. Looks like we're getting into the hit card here of first hit card pack two. All right, first hit of pack two is Sean Farrell out of Milford, Massachusetts. Unfortunately, it's of a guy who's played only 6 games last year or in 2022, 2023, and is not active in the league right now, and he played for the Montreal Canadiens. This is part of that UD3 checklist. Pretty common card. 1 out of 3 packs. Hobby. Not numbered parallel at all by any means. So that's good. Wouldn't want to waste the magic or the love with someone who's only played 6 games. Uh, but yeah, let's keep moving on. Once again, though, all respect to somebody who made it to the NHL. Could say they played a game in or on a card, but just from a collectability standpoint. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about like these die cut cards. I've seen other products and brands do this. I don't know. It doesn't really excite me or kind of make them more collectible to me. If anything, it makes it like there's more corners on it to be judged for grading and a little harder to sleeve on. So who knows? But yeah, tell me what you think. All right, second hit card out of pack 2 is Dmitry Kulikov for the Florida Panthers. Obviously, they won the cup last season. You could see in his photo the man been hanging out by the beach, got a little tan going on there, a little off-season tan. Good for him. A little red though, might have been out in the sun too long. But anyways, he's the second string defenseman for the Panthers. He was not in the top 100 for fantasy points Yahoo rank. But this is a base parallel card. It is the Outburst, which is a 1 out of 15 packs hobby. Yeah, and there's also only one of these per hobby box, so this is our one that we get. Um, is this the player we want for this? I don't know, but I do like the design or the look of the Outburst parallels. I do think that's a cool thing. It looks like he's hyper skating or something. I don't know, but yeah, no, I like it. Not a bad card. Um, don't know if it's something I keep long term or get grading like that, but yeah, it is. It's a cool look to it. All right, so let's move on to our next card, our last hit card here at Pack 2. All right, last hit card out of Pack 2 is John Beecher from Almira, New York. 6'3", 216, good sized kid. Left wing. He is on the third line. This is a base parallel, so it's the first round rookie base parallel, but then there's more exclusive versions or rare versions of this, which it is not. Was not ranked in the top 100 last year for fantasy. Yeah, at first when I first looked at this, I wasn't even sure if this was a hit card at first look. I was looking through the checklist, but yeah, it is. It's like a base parallel. So I kind of set it down there, but then later on sleeved it. All right, eighth card, pack 2. Finally got some Tandy love here. Linus Allmark out of Sweden. He was traded to Ottawa from the Boston Bruins this season. Last year, he was ranked 21 amongst goaltenders for Yahoo Fantasy Points, which is interesting because in 2022 to 2023 for Boston, he had a heater of a season. He won the Vezina Trophy for best goaltender in the NHL, and also William M. Jennings Trophy, which is basically a goalie that's played a minimum of 25 games with the fewest goals scored against. You can see he had a goals against average of 1.89. So the man can obviously play some hockey. Oh, he also played in 49 games that year. So keep an eye out for him. This is obviously his NHL All-Star drip on. So we'll see. Somebody to watch. Yeah, and I do, when I say Tandy Love, I do like collecting the goalies. Just a fan of like the different style of pads and got the utmost respect for that position. One of the hardest positions to play, I think, in any sport. And now you're seeing, I'm sleeving up the Beecher card. Yeah, I realized that probably was a hit. Wasn't sure at first. All right, we're getting into our next card here. All right, ninth card, pack 2. We got Pius Suter out of Zurich, Switzerland. He is the third string left wing for the Vancouver Canucks. Was not in the top 100 last year for fantasy points. Obviously a base card, but hey, if hockey doesn't work out, maybe the man has a career in the NFL as a quarterback. He's got that Tom Brady look going on there. Yeah, I will have to figure out a way to shorten up some of these kind of still shot voiceover additional items as we're almost hitting 30 minutes into this video. All right, 10th card, pack 2. We got Kyle Okposo, the man. Played for Florida last year, obviously won the Stanley Cup. Announced his retirement shortly after, hung up the skates. From the state of hockey there, St. Paul, Minnesota. Base card, $1. Let's see, we're up to $15.86 running total. Let's keep it going. Yeah, I just want to add a correction. It shows him in the Sabres uniform. He was traded to Florida and actually won the cup with them. So that was a great trade for him. Great way to end his career. All right, 11th card, pack 2. We got Josh Morrissey from Alberta, Canada, Calgary. He is the assistant captain for the Winnipeg Jets. He's a starting left defenseman. Last year ranked 6th amongst defensemen for fantasy points. Guy's got some game. In this card, he's wearing the All-Star drip there. That was his first NHL All-Star game. $2 base card. Yeah, getting to our last card here of pack 2. Almost 30-minute video. What do we got? Last card here. We are ending on attendee Igor Shesterkin from Moscow, Russia. He has been with the Rangers since 2019. Last year, he was ranked 7th in Yahoo Fantasy Points for goaltenders. He also won the Vezina Trophy in 2021 for best goaltender. So a guy, keep your eye on here. Let's see. That was the last card, base set. All right, we'll get all the kind of hit cards and everything together here. Do a little recap for both pack 1 and pack 2. There will be additional, obviously, videos for the rest of the packs. Let me know if you guys like this style. It's a little bit, I'd say, slower than just ripping it all at once, but let me know what you think in the comments. All right, to recap pack 1 and 2, no real big heaters in terms of hit cards. No Connor Bedard's, obviously. No autos, nothing really crazy or significant. Did get some good base cards of some good players. Running total of 34.65 for the 2 packs. Be lucky to get that. Like I said, a lot of the dollar ones I just kind of default to $1 if I couldn't find a comp for it. So, and then also let's look at the hits. So at the beginning there's 2 cards of the SPX Hollow View. You should get 6 cards per box of the UD3, etc. I won't read through all those. We still need 2 cards of the XPX Hollow. We didn't get any of those in those 2 packs. We did get 1 of our 6 UD3s or Silver Skates in pack 2. We got 1 Beehive, so we need 5 more of those. Did get 1 Black Diamond, so we do get 2 more of those. 1 UD Canvas, 3 more Outburst Parallels. We got our 101. That was the Dmitry Kulikov. And then we did get 1 of our Young Guns of the guy who I believe played just for a couple games. So no big heaters. This is part 1 of 2023-2024 Upper Deck Extended Series. Stay tuned for part 2.